Hi, Vidya Shankar here. Wealth Vidya is a training program which focuses on creating financial freedom because I strongly believe the vidya on wealth, the knowledge on wealth can make a lot of difference because if you check our education system, we never teach wealth creation or wealth management. I always have this question: is that a conspiracy? Because you go back, check 100 years back when the education system was structured, the focus was to create set of people who will go ahead and listen to instructions, who may be intelligent, who are good, but they predominantly listen to instructions. So that leads to set of a huge working class, which are predominantly a middle class set of people who don't know how to actually create and manage wealth, but they know how to earn. Right, this is something what we have created, so it's a conspiracy. The focus of this course, Wealth Vidya, is to go ahead, break that conspiracy, share that knowledge of wealth creation. This is something what is the focus, because my understanding is when it comes to wealth, you need not be like a super intelligent, you need not learn a lot of numbers, you need not churn out a lot of numbers. You just have to understand certain basics very right. Because let me ask you this question. Say when it comes to whether you want to be a mechanic, you want to be a driver, or you want to be a owner. But who knows the best about the car? It is actually the mechanic. He knows in and out of the car, but he never owns a car. So when it comes to wealth, it is very similar. It is not about knowing a lot of things. It is not about being very smart with numbers. It is just not that. That's why you may even come across somebody who is a CA who is not rich or who is bankrupt. Why? Because it's not about knowing numbers. It's something else. That's something what we are going to crack as part of Wealth Vidya as a training program. If you check what this program includes, it includes say all these set of things. It's predominantly includes some of the ancient Indian philosophies, right? Because India is supposed to be the land of wealth. I'm talking about some 2000 years back. People like Chanakya are the one who gave the greatest philosophies of wealth in this world. And then modern age thoughts, definitely that is going to be what is very relevant for today. And apart from it, India specific strategies. Why India specific strategies? India is a place which is going to have the biggest boom in the next 15-20 years. Why I am so confident about what I am sharing? Because this is something which is in the news report, which says number of billionaires in India is going to rise almost 3 times in 2027. It is 2018 data, and India has the fastest growing population of millionaires in the world, right? So that is going to make India the most exciting place to be in. And if you ask me, which is going to be the best period to invest in India, is the next 20 years. Right? If you check, the economy is not just going to double, it's going to almost become 6 times in the next 15 years. That's something what we are going to experience. And there is going to be huge amount of wealth created. What you see here is the amount of wealth which is available, and can you take a chunk of it? And if you need to take a chunk of it, you need that required vidya for it. Right, that is something what Wealth Vidya as a training program. And because I come from the background of neuro-linguistic programming, the science of NLP, so whenever we need to do something, the best way is to go ahead model people who have already done it. And in Wealth Vidya, we model all these set of people. So somebody who personally inspires me a lot, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, right, the biggest wealth creators of this world. And apart from it, for the ancient thoughts of wealth creation, Chanakya, and then Oprah Winfrey, Narayana Murthy is for sharing of wealth, because Narayana Murthy is the one who created the thought of how to share wealth. That is predominantly, maybe he's a pioneer in India, in the modern India, to learn how to share wealth. And then Robert Allen stands for creating multiple streams of income. right? And if you go ahead, check how this program works, or how the whole thing is structured, is around the ultimate formula of wealth creation, which has been filtered. The thoughts of all these set of people has been filtered, and the ultimate success formula has been created. So what are all the steps involved? One is actually the kind of goal, what do you want to achieve. Maybe I'm sure if I ask you whether you want to be wealthy, the answer is obviously yes. But what level you want to reach, that's something you will be defining as you step into the program. And the set of things which influences your goal is why. You need to have a very powerful why. Why you need to be wealthy? The answer has to be positive, it has to be compelling. And apart from it, it is also the kind of beliefs what we have. See, traditionally we have a lot of beliefs which stops us from creating wealth. Some of the beliefs which really stops us, limiting beliefs, what we come across is money is root cause of all evil. If you believe that, definitely it becomes very difficult for you to create wealth, and money will make you materialistic and less spiritual. Money don't grow on trees, which is something we always listen from our parents, right? Rich are greedy and selfish. Money will not buy you happiness. So these kind of lists, as you step into the program, you take some specific initiatives to break away these set of thoughts, and then the kind of habits what you actually build, right? Because wealth creation is a lot about habits. And why most of our habits are not right? Why? Because 50% of the investments what we make cannot fight inflation. Inflation on an average in India is about 4%. So whatever you earn straight away, it is minus 4%, right? And it is not, it's most of our investments are just done for the sake of saving tax. So you will understand the habits what we have is not right. And apart from it, it's not philosophy based. It's predominantly some tips somebody gave, and then you act on it. So those kind of habits you will start checking how to rework it, because habits are hard to break. That too, money habits predominantly we adapt from our parents, right? And apart from it, you will realize there are levels of wealth. In the sense, can you sustain your current lifestyle maybe for the next 6 months, which means you are in the financial stability phase, or as you move on, it is financial security. Whether you are passive income, what I mean is, when you stop working, when you don't work, how much you actually earn. Some of you may wonder, if I don't work, how I earn, which means your passive income is almost nil. So whether your passive income can take care of all your basic expenses, then you reach the level called as financial security. Then it is financial freedom, when your passive income is more than all your expenses. And if you need to reach what we call it as wealth abundance, it is passive income is greater than your desired lifestyle, right? And the reality or the truth is this: at the age of 60, 54% of people must continue working, which means they've not, or they are not even closer to create any passive income in their life. And 33% are broke or completely dependent on somebody, and 10% of people are dead, and 2% only achieve financial freedom, right? It is the outcome of the conspiracy what has been laid down years back. And less than 1% achieve what we call it as financial abundance, which means they have the luxury to do what they want to do. That's less than 1% of people, right? And if you go ahead and check, the wealth is predominantly calculated with respect to time, right? If you stop working, how long you can sustain your current lifestyle. So you are going to understand this. So there is a short formula which you can possibly use it, because if your entire passive income can support all your monthly expenses, which means you don't have to work. So you will realize in the Wealth Vidya as a program how to increase your passive income. Are there ways in which you can possibly increase your passive income? Because as you go in, the next set of steps will help you to understand how to increase your passive income. So there are, after setting your goals, you must have to have a strategy. One is increasing your income, how to increase your income, and how to reduce your expenses, and then ways in which you can go ahead, invest, and then grow, right, and then protect your wealth. So these are all the set of steps when it comes to the ultimate success formula of wealth creation. And if you check what are the ways in which you can increase your income, which means increasing income has three components. One is it has value what you create, right? Each and every one of us create some value. So what is that level of that value, and how much time you spend creating that value? And then number three is the scale. What do you mean by scale, right? Scale is how you can multiply the value what you create, right? And there are categories of people. There are some of us who are value creators, which means we do things more than expected, then you create a lot more value. And there are people who are just value sustainers, which means they do lesser than what is expected. What you see here is an example of, say, a salesperson working for an organization. What a value sustainer may do is just do as expected. What a value creator may do is something more than what is expected. So they always get the best when it comes to their job, right? And apart from it, whatever the value you create is what you earn. That's why there is somebody who earns just 50 rupees per hour, or somebody else who earns like 50,000 rupees per hour, right? And the income is not just dependent on the value, it is also dependent on the time you spend creating the value. Again, if you need to classify people based on the value they create, there are value creators, value sustainers, or somebody who reduce the value, right? Normally, if you check, people who reduce the value, who do less than expected, are normally not required in an organization, right? And similar to that, there are ways in which you can cut your expenses without compromising your lifestyle, and it will be stunning for you to understand, or I bet you will realize almost 15 to 20% of your expenses can be cut without even you realizing it. That's a possibility, which is something what you will figure out how to do it as you come into Wealth Vidya as a training program. And then you will go ahead, learn how to grow, learn how to invest. Obviously, when it comes to growth, there are many ways. Say, I will show you a list of things. I mean, this is something randomly picked up from the internet. This is not from me. So there are various options where there are securities, your deposits, your postal schemes. Again, insurance is not an investment. Insurance, real estates, right? All these sort of things. And interestingly, what happens is this: most of them, right, gives you a return of about 6 to 7%. And if you include inflation, you just straight away cut it. What you get is meager 2 to 3%, which will definitely will not support you in wealth creation. So obviously, if you look at the various choices what you have, insurance is not an investment, as I said, and then your FDs down with your inflation, it is 2-3%. Your government bonds is long lock-in period, so certain times it may not help you. Real estate, again, it's even in India, gold is not that liquid because you don't feel like selling it. So there are a lot of emotions attached to it. And then if you take mutual funds and equity, that is the only asset class which possibly will help you to get the returns of 15 to 24% or even higher. But the interesting fact is almost over 90% of people lose money. Why? Because they don't have a strategy. They think it is gambling. They think, oh, the kind of rewards what you must is very closely associated with the risk. So they keep taking more risk. Obviously, they lose. So one of the very powerful fact what you will realize is this: the rewards need not be connected with the risk what you take. So you will realize, you will figure out ways as part of Wealth Vidya that how to actually create returns with least risk, right? Even in mutual funds and stocks. Unless otherwise you learn it, no way you can make a sensible investment. And if you take the last last option, which is options and futures, and also the trading. I think it's not for most of the people. That's why 98% of people lose money. And why I feel it's not for most of the people, it's a full-time job. And the returns can be, if not done properly, it can be minus 1000%. If you are on the right side, it can be like plus 1000%, right? So it's obviously very exciting. It's like Michael Schumacher driving. If you know how to do it, it's brilliant. You can be part of it. Otherwise, it's a sure shot strategy to lose. So this is something what you will realize. And by chance, if you learn to get the returns compounded, because as the compounding is something very important. So this lists down the reasons why people lose money in mutual funds and stocks, right? And that's why most of the people lose money. And if you learn compounding, because in the words of Einstein, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world, because it works like a miracle. If you keep compounding over a period of time, my understanding is creating 100 crore of wealth is a possibility for anybody. I mean, it may sound a little crazy, but the facts say so. You want to go ahead, check it. So if somebody starts with 10 lakh at the age of 20, right? Because the gap is the knowledge, the gap is the vidya, right? If you go ahead, start with 10 lakh, and if you know how to actually do it at a compounded rate of 24%. Why I chose 24% is that's Warren Buffett returns, right? Warren Buffett do it at 24%. So every 3 years it multiplies. Every third year it becomes double, right? So 10 becomes 20, 20 becomes 40, at 29 it becomes 80, at 32 it becomes 1.6. You go ahead, check, at 50 years it becomes 100 crores. Which is a mind-blowing number, which almost nobody makes it happen, because we never know this fact, or we have never been taught this fact, right? So you will realize how to actually make compounding work for you, right? And if you go ahead